Pero ang tanong po ng marami, how can this be? China has professed and continues to profess nothing but friendship to the Philippines. The Chinese embassy in Manila has never ceased to remind us that its only interest is peace, peace and friendship. Ambassador Huang has never tired of declaring that a new era of China-Philippine friendship has arrived. He said in one event, and I quote, "Let us renew the original commitment of our diplomatic ties, work together to steer clear of disruptions, and advance China-Philippines friendship and cooperation for common prosperity and lasting peace." He said also, and I quote, "May the traditional friendship between China and the Philippines be everlasting." Yun po ang sinasabi at naririnig natin at nangako siya magkaroon ng kapayapaan at pagkakaibigan mula sa China kung ang Pilipinas ay matalinong magdidesisyon. Let me underscore that. He has promised that we will enjoy peace and friendship from China so long, of course, quote unquote, we make a good choice, unquote. And the Chinese Foreign Ministry has offered the same message time and again without fail. They seek only friendship, want only what is best for the Filipino brethren. With all kindness, their ministry spokesperson urges us, to, and I quote again, to uphold good neighborliness and friendship and peaceful development, unquote. If, I underscore this, if we wish to remain safe. I would like to later on call a number of senior officers from our security services who are present here. Papasalamat po ako sa pagdalo ng pamunuan ng Philippine Coast Guard, Philippine Navy, ng Philippine National Police, ng NICA, and other intelligence agencies. I will be giving you the floor to speak, and I'd like to give them the chance to offer in their own words what we have learned over the last weeks and months about activities that are taking place right inside our country. When we have finished, perhaps we can return to the question of what type of friendship is that the Chinese are offering us. Nais ko pong ulitin, nais ko pong ipaliwanag ng ating mga senior officers sa pinakamalinaw na paraan kung ano ang mga naging resulta ng kanilang investigasyon, lalong-lalo na yung naudlot nating investigasyon noong January patungkol po doon sa submersible drone na nakuha sa San Pascual, Masbate. Nais ko ring i-detalye nila kung sino ang nakadiskubring may kaugnayan sa mga kriminal na gawain ito na nauna kong nailarawan. Nais kong ibahagi nila kung anong uri ng kagamitan ang kanilang natuklasan mula sa kanilang pag-iimbestiga. Nais kong ipaliwanag nila kung anong uri ng panganib ang kinakaharap natin lalo't higit patungkol sa seguridad ng West Philippine Sea at kaligtasan ng bawat Pilipino. Muli po, gusto kong tawagan in the following order. I would like to ask them to detail who it is that they have found involved in nefarious activities. I would like them to explain where this activity has taken place and what it has been directed against. I would like to ask them what type of tools and equipment they have discovered in the course of their investigations. And I would like to ask them again to explain the type of risk these activities pose to the Philippines and the security of every Filipino. Natutulog po tayo ng mahimbing, nasa probinsya, nasa Zamboanga, nasa Cebu, nasa Bislig, nasa Northern Luzon. Subalit napakarami palang panganib ang nangyayari sa ating bansa. In the following order, we'll be calling security officers, officials from the Philippine National Police. Thereafter, we will be briefed by the National Bureau of Investigation. Thereafter, as part of the continuing investigation under PS Resolution number 1267 by the Philippine Navy. Yan po yung magiging order ng kaganapan sa committee ito ngayong hapon. May I now call the representative of the Philippine National Police to make his presentation. Who will speak in behalf of the Philippine National Police? Identify yourself, your position. Please proceed, General.
I am Police Major General Vicente Joseph Lopez, sir, the Deputy Director of the Directorate for Intelligence, Philippine National Police.
Do you have any presentation or?
Yes, sir. For the chairman of this committee, headed of course by the Honorable Senator Francis Tolentino, sir, and to the other attendees, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The PNP signifies its full cooperation to the Senate public hearing and extends support to the Senate resolutions number 1267 and 1328. In the discharge of this mandate, the Philippine National Police is ready to enforce laws to protect the country's archipelagic and internal waters against unlawful information gathering, destruction of its flora and fauna, and other activities that violate our internal integrity and national security. On a similar note, the Philippine National Police has chanced upon a related incident which led to the arrest of a foreign national and the confiscation of equipment believed to be used for surveillance and intelligence gathering. If this honorable committee allows, we have prepared a presentation for your appreciation, sir.
Please proceed. You mentioned an arrest. Can you identify the individuals arrested?
Yes, sir. It will be on my presentation, sir.
Please proceed.
On May 29, Liu Hangyu was arrested. And prior to his arrest, Liu Hang's driver, one John Kevin Concepcion Mananon, called the CIDG National Capital Region that Mr. Liu Hang is in possession of firearms and that the same...
General, can I interrupt you? Do we have a pointer para maliwanag ito? Do we have a pointer, Secretary? Secretariat? Kung wala, please proceed. Just produce a pointer. Wala namang ibang hearing sigurong sabay-sabay na marami ngayon. We can borrow perhaps. Please proceed, sir.
Second, sir. Prior to the arrest of Mr. Liu Hangyu, Liu Hang's driver, one John Kevin Concepcion Mananon, called the CIDG National Capital Region that Mr. Liu Hang is in possession of firearm and the same is being used to threaten and coerce him to deliver an identified communication hacking device to his residence and move to different vital installations and public places. Acting on the said complaint, the CIDG National Capital Region, together with the ISAF and the Southern Police District, arrested Liu Hangyu for illegal possession of firearm.
When was this, General?
That was on May 29, sir, 2024. During the arrest, the police operatives were able to discover peculiar communication devices suspected to be a cellular interception device. Upon visual inspection, the said equipment was believed to be a form of an MC catcher, capable of sniffing data collection and MC catching.
General, can you clarify that said acronym MC? What does it stand for?
MC, sir, stands for International Mobile Subscribers Identity.
Ano po ang magagawa nito?
Yes, sir.
Siguro po yun ang maipaliwanag natin.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead.
An MC catcher is a device also known as a cell site simulator or Stingray. It is a technical equipment used for intercepting mobile phone traffic and tracking locations data. Basically, the MC catcher is a fake cellular tower acting between the target mobile phone and the service provider's real towers. It is considered a man-in-the-middle attack. An MC catcher is an equipment capable of man-in-the-middle attack that allows pointers.
You can use the pointer, General.
As we can see, sir, on my visual aid, here is the equipment seized from Mr. Liu Hangyu. This is a complete package of the MC catcher, sir.
May we know the source of the MC catcher? Saan gawa po ito?